What is going on, fellow Pokemon trainers? DX1 here, back again with another Pokemon Go presentation, and we've got a pretty action-packed video today. And I'm going to start off with what I promised in the last video. So these are going to be the rankings in terms of DPS for PvP. So I broke them down into 4 different categories. So I have a Little Cup, which is going to be up to 800 CP. And then, of course, I have the Great League, which is 1,500, the Ultra, which is 2,500, and then the Master, I believe this is Master League, which is 3,000 CP and above. So let's start off with the Little Cup, your top 5 Little Cup or 800 CP cap tier Pokemon. So you're going to have Ghastly with Lick and Sludge Bomb with 10.4 DPS, Carvanha with Bite or Snarl or Crunch, coming in at 10.2 DPS, Haunter with Lick and Shadow Ball coming in with 10 DPS, Bellsprout, this is a surprising one, Vine Whip and Power Whip with a DPS of 9.6, and then you have Alolan Rattata with Quick Attack and Hyper Fang, and you have Spearow with Quick Attack and Sky Attack. Those are going to be some of your best all-out damage per second Pokemon in that Little Cup category, should you choose to, battle in that type of situation. Also, you have the Great League. So the Ghost types really brought out their strength in these categories. So number 1, Haunter with Lick and Shadow Ball with 13.9 DPS for the beginning of the Great tier. Next is Gengar with either Lick or Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, and that has 13.2 DPS. Normal Deoxys is where Deoxys strength comes into play right here. Zen Headbutt and Thunderbolt on Deoxys is 12.6 DPS in this division. Bayonet with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball is 12.6 DPS, and Cacturane with Sucker Punch and Grass Knot is 12.5 DPS. And those are going to be your top 5 best Pokemon for the Great tier in terms of just DPS, assuming that we're going to get a time limit for PvP. We don't exactly know how PvP is going to work yet. So next we're going to go into the Ultra tier, which is 2,500 CP cap. And again, Gengar is going to be the best option here with the combination of either Lick or Shadow Claw. You can have either or. And Shadow Ball, that's going to be 16.9 DPS. Now, Deoxys comes in number 2 for DPS here with Zen Headbutt and Thunderbolt with 16.4. And then the list just goes down from there. So Breloom is number 3 with Counter Dynamic Punch with 16.1. And there are a lot of great options. So I'm going to name a lot more than 5 here for this category. So Rayquaza with Dragon Tail Outrage with 15.2 DPS. And you have Blaziken with Counter and Overheat, which is a fantastic option, 14.9 DPS. Jinx with Confusion Avalanche looks fantastic with 14.8. Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash is going to be 14.7 DPS. Alakazam, another fantastic option if you need a Psychic type. Confusion and Shadow Ball, 14.7. And then the last in this slot is Moltres with Fire Spin and Sky Attack with a DPS of 14.8. Pretty good stuff. Alright, and now, last but not least for this awesome list of Pokemon, the Master tier. So these are going to be the best choices, seemingly the best choices. Again, we don't know how PvP works, so this list is quite premature. But as of right now, here are your best options for the Master tier. Rayquaza with Dragon Tail Outrage with a DPS of 18.6. Normal Deoxys, which is what we have in EX raids. Zen Headbutt and Thunderbolt with a DPS of 18.5. Gengar with Lick and Shadow Ball with a DPS of 18.1. Metagross, Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, DPS is 17.9. Salamence with Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor, the same exact DPS as Metagross with 17.9. Mewtwo, Confusion Shadow Ball, again, this similar DPS of 17.9. Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Outrage with a DPS of 17.2. And those are going to be your top options for every single category, plus Little Cup in PvP as of right now. Again, everything could change within the next Pokemon Go announcement. Again, we don't know when Pokemon Go is going to announce more information about PvP, but this is what we know as of right now. And if you want to check out any of these listings for yourself, go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. It's going to be the Game Pressed CP DPS calculator, and you guys can check out everything for yourself. And now we're gonna head into the city and get a little bit of community day action on I didn't play the first 2 days community because I had other things to get done, and I have all the shinies, so I decided to just come out and just play one date. And it's going to be a wet one, so I'm not exactly sure how much gameplay I'm going to be able to get in, but it's going to be a kind of a rainy day. Expected to rain around 1 to 4 o'clock today. And we'll see if we can get done, see what kind of shinies we get. I already picked up 2 shinies just playing. I got a shiny Mareep and a shiny Squirtle the other day hanging out with my friends. And hey, this community day has been fantastic, so let's get out there and see what we come up with.
Cloudy, overcast is the setting of today's vlog. Also a non-shiny Alolan Raichu. For our setting, 1275 CP. Beautiful. Should use a golden raspberry, but I don't have too many golden ras. Weather, not looking too great today. We're actually expected some showers around 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. today, so today is kind of like a documentation of this December Community Day event. I'm not really particularly looking for too much. I've done everything I pretty much wanted to do during the Community Days because I played every single Community Day. Pineapping a bunch of rare spawns, so like pineapping Larvitars, pineapping Dratinies, stuff that I may need that are meta relevant in the future. Something that I would like from this, however, is perhaps a high IV shiny Bulbasaur, because I don't have a good IV shiny Bulbasaur, and I don't have a really high IV shiny Charmander, so that would be pretty cool. But other than that, let's get started. Alright, Dratini. I believe this was February, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was February, Community Day, and had the moveset of Draco Meteor, which was our first meta-relevant, to some degree, moveset introduced through Community Day, and we got a slew of awesome meta-relevant movesets throughout the course of the year in Community Day, and Draco Meteor was one of them. I believe I had like 4 or 5 shinies, and I had one decent IV Dragonite that was shiny with Draco Meteor, but I never powered it up because it was like barely even decent. But that's how my Community Day went for Dratini, at least. Beldum, I believe this was October Community Day. This was a really successful one for me in particular. Plus we got the moveset of Meteor Mash, which is a 100 damage double charge moves, the best steel type moveset in the game currently. And I ended up with about 6 or 7 shiny Beldums, plus we got a 100%, I literally ran for a 100% IV Beldum, and I ended up catching it. And I thought it was going to despawn, but ended up being there. But I got super lucky because my friend Ali told me that there was 100% Beldum, but it was like all the way down the road. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to catch this. But got super lucky, so I have a 100% IV Metagross with the moveset of Bullet Punch Meteor Mash. This was one of the more successful Community Days back at home in Philadelphia. And I caught the Beldum. Alright, next is Mareep. This was April Community Day back in New York City with Mystic 7 and Trainer Tips. Very successful Community Day. We got about 5 shiny Mareeps, but the moveset was lackluster. Ampharos with Dragon Pulse is a D rank moveset at best. Most people would give it an F. So Ampharos was never really a good Pokemon, but still, how can you deny the beautiful cotton candy color of shiny Mareep? It was awesome. What a day. Alright, Bulbasaur. I believe this was March Community Day, but if I get my months mixed up, please correct me down in the comments. This was an awesome day because I was always a big fan of the shiny form of Bulbasaur. Now, I'm still looking for a shiny Bulbasaur with really good IVs with the moveset of Frenzy Plant. Also, especially with the stat CP balance has made Venusaur with Frenzy Plant one of the top grass types in all of Pokemon Go. So, don't ever pass up on Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is going to be one of the best grass types for a while now. And, I mean, Sceptile and Executor are going to give it a run for its money, but in terms of pure grass attackers, you really can't go wrong with Bulbasaur. Plus, the shiny form for Venusaur is just freaking awesome. But, yeah, that was a fun community day back at home, grinding away at those shiny Bulbasaurs. Remember it very well. On to the next one. So Charmander, really fun memories in Texas for Charmander Community Day. I believe this was May, and this was, I believe, the only community day where I caught two different shinies in the same day. I caught a shiny Charmander, and then literally the spawn after that, I caught a shiny Magikarp. It was the craziest thing I ever experienced, and of course, having the almighty black shiny Charizard in Pokemon Go, that was a must-have, right? We have to have that. So, hopefully I can pick up a shiny Charmander today with good IVs. I doubt it though. I haven't picked up a shiny today. I picked up two yesterday, and I wasn't really playing yesterday, but picked up two yesterday, and hoping for some better luck today. See how things go. And hello, Cresselia number 2. Actually, this is the second one I broadcast. I've done a couple more, but I haven't done too many. Again, we all know who the best psychic type is going to be for the near future, actually for the foreseeable future. It's going to be Mewtwo, so Cresselia is never going to be the greatest, but we got 19 in on a Community Day Sunday, so should be able to quickly take this down. Now, I've had really good IV Cresselias. I haven't had anything lower than like an 87, and that's really rare for me. So unfortunately, I'm getting the really good IV rolls on Cresselia as the drizzle continues to come down here in Philadelphia. But, you know, always hoping for positive IVs for these guys, and no matter what the CP may be, or no matter what attack power they might be on, always hope for the best, right? Now we're gonna have this thing down, and I'm gonna get some golden raspberries, which I desperately need because I have like 22. So I have under 50 golden raspberries right now, so definitely need the help. For sure need the help right there. We got 9 golden ras, that's pretty good. That's about all I really cared about. And let's see if we can catch this thing. 1611, so this is a lot lower than before. Shiny guys have the shiny Larvitar, 588 CP. We're gonna screenshot that, and we are gonna go with the Pineapple Berry and with the Ultra Ball, and I definitely am gonna catch this. Hopefully this is good IVs because I could get this as a Tyranitar with Smackdown Stone Edge as a shiny. I don't have a high IV shiny Tyranitar with Smackdown. All right, got the Larvitar down, and that's gonna be that's actually our first shiny today. I think that's the only shiny we're gonna get so far. Not likely to make headway in battle, but hey, that's another shiny Larvitar for us. Actually, let's just get ourselves another shiny Pupitar, because Pupitar is one of my favorite shiny variants of all time. Definitely a top 5 looking shiny in terms of its appeal, you know, its aesthetics. So just look at that. Look at that. It's like a purple jewel almost, but boy, does shiny Pupitar look cool. Let's decide to evolve it. And let's go ahead and see what else is going on. Alright, so just a couple of news components as we work our way to the end of this Community Day episode. Mischievous is now shiny and is available in raids and is available in field research. So here are our research tasks and encounters for the month of December. You have Power Up Pokemon 10 times for 3 Silver Pineapple berries, which is a lot better than just 1. Catch 3 Grass, Water, or Fire type Pokemon for Numel. I believe we've seen that before. 3 Curveball throws in a row is Golduck. A great curveball throw is the new Spinda variant. This is going to be number 6, and this is the one with swirls on its eyes. Win a raid is my favorite Pokemon, Porygon. Hatch an egg is Lantern. Trade a Pokemon is going to be Phoebus, and the one you're going to look out for, transfer 10 Pokemon, is going to be Mischievous, and Mischievous has the shiny variant available, and its 100% CP is 825. Alright, took us a while, but we finally ran into a shiny Bulbasaur. I haven't seen a shiny Bulbasaur in quite a while. I've been trying to catch a shiny Bulbasaur. Every single time I see Bulbasaur, I always shiny check it. It's never happened. I don't know why, but yeah, this is going to be my first one since Community Day for Bulbasaur. And we're going to see if the IVs are any good, because that's what we're looking for right here. And it's above average HP, certainly impressed, so IVs aren't great. It's not worth evolving, but it's nice to finally see a shiny Bulbasaur. Very nice to see that.